Make a sesame seared tuna for an appetizer. These are the ingredients. It's simple what we have to work with here. You just have to be careful how you cook it. First we're going to toast the sesame seeds. We're going to cut the tuna, season it just with a little salt and pepper. You could marinate the tuna, but I'm not doing that because we're going to dip it into the tamari. That's where you get your flavor. And if you want to use wasabi with it, so you feel like you're eating sushi, that's fine. But what's nice about it, it's the look when we're done. Now on a low flame, like so, we're going to toast the sesame seeds. While that's going on, let's just cut the tuna. Now this piece of tuna is about 1 inch thick. So that's about 1 inch thick, as you can see. What we're going to do is cut it so it's squared off, like so. So we have one nice piece, two nice pieces, and when you're playing with fish, you always lose a little. So what we'll do is, we'll cut this here, and that'll be used, and this is for me. Nice. Well, so I like sushi. We'll set this up. We'll just put a little salt and pepper. My salt and pepper mix on the tuna. You don't need a lot. If you want to use more pepper, you can, because that tamari sauce is soy salt. Is soy sauce, and for sure it's got enough salt in it. So we go back to the sesame seeds. You see how they're working. So now we'll raise the flame. I didn't want to do it while I was busy with the tuna. But now we can raise the flame on this and have a little bowl ready to put the toasted sesame seeds in, because once you shut off the flame, it'll still keep on toasting because the pan's very hot. So let's not waste video on this. You're just going to keep them. There's nothing in there but sesame seeds, no oil. It's not necessary. There's the flame, there's the sesame seeds. We want to come away with a nice golden brown color, not black. So you stay with it and mix it. And when it does start to brown, just a little bit, I would lower the flame a little, because from that point on, it'll be very quick. Well, it's been a few minutes, and if you can tell, there's some browning going on right there, see? So I'm going to lower this just a little, because this is still very, very hot, and this won't take long now. But at this point, just keep on mixing. See, there you go, nice golden brown seeds. And browns rather quickly, as you see before your eyes. So that's why I said to lower the flame. Just let it go nice and easy. There's no rush on this, because you don't want to have any burnt pieces of sesame seed on there. You just want nice light golden brown. And we're just about there. So what I'm going to do is now shut off the flame, but keep on mixing. And we're going to arrive at a nice color, and you can smell the toasted sesame seeds, how delicious they are. And that's my smoke alarm going off, so now we're done with this anyway. Now I'm going to put this into a plate. I'm going to put the sesame oil in here. Now a lot of people say don't cook with sesame oil, add it at the end, but this is a little different because this is going to be seared very quickly and you're still going to taste the sesame oil. And if people disagree with me, that's okay, because I've done it like this already and I've tasted it and it tastes good. Now, this is going to smoke up the place a little bit. I was going to go outside and do it on the grill with the skillet, but I changed my mind. So, now what we're going to do is put, that's a non-stick pan or Teflon, and I'm using the highest flame possible. I'm going to get that red hot because the tuna we want to cook and just sear the outside and not even go deeper, any deeper than 1/8 of an inch, because this has to be raw in the middle. And this is the only possible time in this recipe that you can make an error. So have everything ready, have your spatula ready, and my tongs, which are going to be used to lower the pieces, and I'm going to do one piece at a time because there's no rush on this. Now in a professional kitchen I would be doing usually about 3 pieces at one time, but no need to do that. Where's the rush? We're not under pressure here, so you want to do things perfect. Now how are you going to know when that's hot enough? Well, you're not going to put your finger in there, but what you can do is just put a drop of olive oil. Now this has been on and I haven't shut the film off, and I've been filming. You've been seeing how long this has taken already, and I think it's a long time, but maybe it's a minute. So we'll put a drop, and if we see smoke, I don't want to put any more oil in there. The pan is getting very hot. Now what are we going to do with the tuna after it's seared? Where's it going to go? It's going to go right into there. We'll just lay the piece on top of the, look how nice those sesame seeds are. Nice golden brown. So we'll put the tuna where it belongs, right on that. Then we'll transfer it to a little cutting board where we will then slice the tuna on the bias and line up the pieces to be used for an appetizer. Now it'd be nice if I had some daikon. You can make shredded daikon, put it on a bed of shredded daikon, put this on a bed of sesame noodles or sesame seaweed. That would be very nice, but all I'm doing is just cooking the tuna and slicing it. So you have a lot of options how you would eat this. Like I said, you can make a dip just like if you were having sushi with wasabi and some pickled ginger. So if you like sushi, that's the route I would go. And eat the slices with the same setup as you would do if you were having sushi. Let's get going on this. Okay, that's pretty hot. We have smoke coming out of there, and we don't need a spatula. That's enough on that side. That's enough on that side. And then we can add the first piece as we turn the last piece over. And then I'm going to turn it onto this side just for a drop. I'll turn that piece. And there we are finished into the sesame seeds. Well, the smoke alarm is not going to go off because I shut the door to the next room where the smoke alarm is. If the smoke alarm was in the kitchen, it would be going off every 2 seconds. And that's not where you'd want it anyway. And that piece is done. Now for that last small piece. I'm just moving it to get a hot spot. Not that it really needs it. That certainly is hot. I can feel the heat on my thumb as I go close to the flame. Because it is very hot. Now I'm going to shut the flame off. Okay, now we're going to move over to the plate. Now without touching anything, only because I hate getting all of this on my hands. Now the sesame seeds are very oily because of the heat. So how nice is that? And also we should use scallions in this with this dish. Try not to do too much of a mess. Just want to get a lot of sesame seeds on there. And the last piece, you have a little left. I know sesame seeds aren't cheap, so there's a little left over. You can save them. I don't know for what, because you're rolling fish in there, so it's going to have fish. And my smoke alarm went off even if the door closed, so okay, we'll let that cool for a few minutes. And we're not serving this hot because it's served cold or room temperature. So I found some shredded cabbage with carrots that'll make a nice bed for this to sit on. So you can cut it square pieces if you like so. Nice bite-sized pieces. And this is enough here for easy 3 people. I already ate the small piece because the aroma in the kitchen with the sesame seeds and the oil. Well, let's just put these down. Take a look at this. That's it. There you go. Now along with this, give a little bowl of tamari, or just sprinkle it right over this. And if you like, put a little more sesame oil, but I don't think it's necessary because the sesame seeds are full of flavor. And it's a very nice item. So it was fairly easy to make, I think, and it'll be enjoyed. So a little light soy sauce or whatever, and there you go. There's a nice appetizer, and that will be enough for 3 people. Enjoy. You must top this off with some shredded scallion cut on a bias.